Welcome to Daily Dose. My name is Robert. This is Laura Lou joining us today. Susan is not here, but trust me, she's always with us. Laura Lou, first of all, tell me a little bit about you. We met I think 2, 3 weeks ago. And you're with the Parkinson's Resources up in Oregon, I understand?
I'm so fortunate to partner with Parkinson's Resources of Oregon to offer virtual seated exercise classes. And we call them movement and voice classes.
That's great. And you have a particular theatrical background. Would you mind sharing that with us?
Again, very fortunate to have had the experience of traveling and performing with Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus as a clown, and some other physical theater performances here in the Great Northwest, working with the Echo Theater and with Imago Theater, Northwest Children's Theater.
It's clearly a big part of who you are. I can see that even early, we've had a couple of conversations. We've gotten to play in One Jam for Joy. We just did a very fun segment of I Want My Yaks, which I'll be sharing with people. And you were giving some interesting insight, which is why I wanted you to share that with everybody about what I heard was the compartmentalization of your life and how this opportunity, you said it, you even felt guilty about bringing this forward. Tell me about that, because it's such a beautiful, natural part of you and how that feels to you.
Wow. I feel like I've always enjoyed big movement. And then when I explored clowning, it really gave me a foundation to play with that. And in my everyday life, people aren't ready for that very often. There aren't a lot of places where that ends up feeling right. And I don't want to be a show off or be a happy, just always trying to be happy kind of person. But I find I kind of always have to have a little bit of a leash on my enthusiasm. And in just walking across the room, if no one's home, I might skip. I might twirly twirl, but if somebody else is in the house, there's a good chance that I'll just try and walk neutral. That's good work too.
It's such an interesting thing, because what I hear is that, you have this, and I've seen this tremendous light. You have this gift of expression in your emotion, in your physicality, and all of these things. And you feel, I'm interpreting, that you need to dim that light at times based on, is it making other people uncomfortable or being seen as a show off? Is it that?
Both of those things. Uncomfortable happiness in the room. Somebody else is happy and I'm not. What am I supposed to do with that?
You just said uncomfortable happiness in the room. Oh my gosh. I need to underline that about 500 times. That's the name of a book, of a movie. Uncomfortable happiness in the room. Laura Lou.
It's in the room with us.
Have you used that phrase before?
Actually, no.
It's yours. It's yours. I love it. I hope you'll let me use it, because I just adore it.
Oh, please do. Please do. I might make it my Facebook banner, but
do. Because it's a beautiful representation. And what it is, I believe it was Maya Angelou who talked about, the quote was something to the effect of, who are we not to shine our light for others? And again, not for the effect of, hey, look at me, but for the illumination of what it does for other people. When you play, and by the way, this is really important for our Parkinson's crowd to recognize, you don't have a particular family affiliation to Parkinson's. You yourself do not have Parkinson's. However, you have a light to shine, and that is a gift. And that gift says permission. That gives someone else the yes and to play with you, especially in this format. And that's the importance you bring, and why I think I'm so glad you're with us now at Yes and Exercise.
Thank you. And I was really excited when I learned that people with Parkinson's disease need to practice moving big. They need to learn how to mindfully exaggerate what their bodies maybe is going to want to do.
Right.
And
Right.
and kind of that joined with how depression is so often, at least in the very beginning, if nothing else, a big part of the journey with Parkinson's, and how we can, how I can help people learn how to play a little bit while you're doing that thing you have to do, exercising, is just been awesome to see when they realize they're like laughing, and you can tell when they realize they're laughing really, and that they like it. And that they and then seeing them let themselves do it again is just
You're
so
talking about, oh, it is. You're talking about, to me, the big E, which is engagement, because exercise without engagement is presenteeism. And the studies show it doesn't have the effect you want it to.
it's
You
not the
can't
same.
just show up. You need to be engaged. So what you're doing helps, what we're doing helps, and that is your daily dose.
Yes.